double click. Hi guys, it's time for another unthought of video on review on the Daewoo blender, USB blender, wireless. There, the blue light's going, so that means it's ready to go. Double click. It's a bit noisy, isn't it? 50 watts it says. It won't work when the red light goes on. Thank goodness. Imagine the damage you could do with that. Double click, nothing happens. Blue light's on, it's ready to go. Regular viewers will know I reviewed another blender about 3 months ago, but sadly the battery died, and I don't know if I was unlucky or if it was poor quality. It wasn't Daewoo, it was off eBay, a generic one, which I liked. I preferred the look of it because it was a bit wider and smaller. Also 300 millilitres is what it carries. But this one does feel a better quality than the last one, although the last one seemed alright. But the battery just died. I don't know whether I was just unlucky or what. But I think this is a good thing to have around the house. And also you can take it on day trips, or if you're cycling or running. This one's quite not just mildly annoying, noisier than the other one I had. It does say it's 50 watts, so maybe it's got stronger power, it's got faster revs. I think it's the revolutions that are making the noise. Yeah, it fills about 300 millilitres, which is about that. But of course you could just put whole fruit in and then put that into something else, you know, bigger. So you don't have to be stuck. And you also get this, so you can take it, use it as a glass. There's the opening. It's a bit of a funny one, but does the job. I took a drink out there earlier. It didn't spill out the side of my mouth or anything. But I would have preferred just the usual type. I'm just trying this to show it. Seems quite secure, but I wouldn't have total confidence in it. But that'll be coming off mine. I'll just cut that off. It's got signs here for the measurement. Not very clear. 300 millilitres. Because I tend to fill it up too much, because I forget that this is a big giant thing. Once you get that in, you're really tight for 300 millilitres. There's a blue light to tell me it's ready to go. I get this out of Morrisons for £10. It was going for £15 and it was on sale for £10. I wonder if they're just offloading them and it was just a one-off and it won't be back in Morrisons. I don't know, but Home Bargains seem to have it all the time, round about £12.99, maybe a bit cheaper actually, maybe £12.50. Let's take a look at the box, shall we? There's the model number and barcode. SDA1944. Battery 1200 milliamp hours. So that should be enough when you're out on a day trip or whatever. I'll take a guess. Half an hour use. That's a total guess. And Daewoo, that's a Korean thing. I don't know if they still make stuff or they're just a brand name now, because I see a lot of Daewoo things now. Not cars, I don't know if they still make them, but Daewoo was a trusted brand. I would call them at the lower mid-range, that sort of area. Let's see what it says. 300 millilitres. Very smooth. It does. It's got a safety lock. Thank goodness. The blending cap will not function until it's locked into place, and that's when you see the blue light. Includes drinking lid. Sharp and effective. So you can put fruit and veg in it. I think it's a good thing to have around the house. It'd be good to have a full size. Maybe not full size, but say 500 millilitre one for the house. Just for fruit or veg, really. Three-year warranty, so that's alright, but you'd need to send it back to the Daewoo. I'll probably keep this box and put the receipt in it. But I'm trusting that this isn't going to break like my old one. The old one battery did. My other one was about £9. You can see it on one of my reviews. I liked it. It was good enough. Full, so it takes 2 hours to charge up. And you get this grip thing on it to put over it. I never use these things. Maybe I should, I don't know. I see they've cut a bit out so you can see the measurements. Like I say, I don't really like this lid, but I'm trusting it. As usual, you get a USB thing. Let's look at the instructions. Let's look at the cautions. Do not use it if it's empty, like I just did. You can read that amongst yourselves. Insert the large. I'm surprised how long these take to charge, 2 or 3 hours, you know. 1200 milliamp hours isn't very big. I mean, most phones will be way beyond that nowadays. So basically you need to recharge it when the blender stops, which is pretty obvious, and the LED indicator flashes red 3 times. Remember to look for the blue flashes. So this is the blue light should be on 5 times when it's totally locked in. Indeed it did. Yep, double click twice to operate the blender. Double click guys. Double click. Okay, and there's the USB thing. Pretty straightforward. Micro USB Type B. Type C is the new type, but I wonder if it's only smart things that need Type C really. Maybe the rest will stay with Type B forever, or it's just cheaper at the moment and they haven't moved on to Type C. It says turn the blender upside down to blend. Alright, like that. Okay. No, wait a minute. Yeah, like that. Hear me? Yeah. Gently slide the blender for up to. Look at this information you're getting. Really is great. So it goes 40 seconds, it only goes for. But you can, just press it on and off again. Alternatively, press the on off button once to stop the blending beforehand. So while it's going, if you press the on off button once, it'll keep going for a while. The blender can blend up to 3 times with 3 minutes rest between each blend. After the third blend, allow the blender to go for approximately 8 minutes. There's a drinking lid. The drinking lid is not leak proof. Well, that's not very good, is it? There's a lanyard thing, I don't use it. And there's just put the silicone wrap around it. Don't use in a dishwasher, not even the top bit, apparently. $50 watts, well that's pretty powerful. Blending time 40 seconds. Number of continuous blending cycles 3 with 3 minutes rest in between. Rest after 3 blending cycles 8 minutes. Charging time 2 to 3 hours. That's in a 1 amp charger. I mean, most people probably are 1.4 amp at the moment, but you can get 2 amp. I don't know if it will do power charge though. Fast charge. Maximum number of cycles per charge. I'm getting confused now, but it only recommends using it 10 times before recharging it. So I don't know. Is it saying you can only, the battery will be flat after 10 blends? I don't think so. Maybe. That's it, guys. I think we're all set in that, you know. Wait a minute. Huh? What happened? Maybe it needs charged. Oh dear. I think it's flattened out, so my video is ruined in a way. is a bit awkward. Well, I'm presuming the red light stays on until it, I don't know if it'll go blue or it'll disappear at the end. I suppose one thing, you can charge these, you don't need to have the thing on. Oh well, that's my video in tatters now. I was going to give you a demo, I want you to do it later. Actually, I'm not sure it stopped. Maybe it was a three strikes and you're out rule. That is why it stopped. I think you get three goes within 8 minutes or something, and then it takes you get 3 goes and then it takes an 8-minute break where you can't use it. I don't know. Right, it's up again. So there's all sorts of rules to learn about this one, a few rules, but I'll show you in the sort of way I'll use it. Here I've got, these were frozen but I've defrosted them in the microwave, so it's not a typical situation. I suppose most people wouldn't put frozen veg in a microwave, they would just let it defrost naturally. But I'll see if it's around about 300ml mark. Yeah, I just checked Amazon and this blender's £16.69 currently on Amazon, and historical prices it's been around about £25, £20. So if you can't see it in Home Bargains for £12.99, that is a bargain. But Home Bargains is my favourite shop. I always look there first, even before Amazon. I mean, Amazon and eBay, I always go for eBay usually. Usually eBay is cheaper. I never checked if that was 300ml. Too late now. But it doesn't look to be. So there you go. I'm going to mash this up. So I'm not making it like one smoothie and stuff I'm putting in is hot. I hope that doesn't affect it in any way. There we go, the lid's gone. We're all set to go, guys. Double click. So that's 40 seconds. Well, it's definitely a mush, a fine mush. This is hot because it's been in the microwave. I'll see if I can do. I'm just doing this for demonstration. I wouldn't normally do this. Double click. not heat from this process, it's heat from me microwaving fruit. So this should be my final go under normal circumstances. So, I'm guessing it won't work again if I try it again, for safety reasons, to protect the motor. I'm thinking I'm wrong actually. I don't know whether that rule is, but there you go. Cleaning's a bit awkward because these get all gungy, but if you put it under a tap quickly, I suppose. Well, it's definitely pureed that. That was strawberries, blueberries and cherries. So that's the Daewoo SDA1944 USB wireless blender, mini blender, 300 millilitres. It looks good to me so far. On first impression, that is. This isn't a review because I don't know how the battery will cope over time. On my last eBay blender, the battery went flat, not on a Daewoo. The battery went flat on a generic eBay blender. This one looks good so far. Okay guys, goodbye.